Greetings from New York.
Hey, I'm Keith. Do people understand where you're coming from?
In our last lesson, Lesson 2, how to make a first impression in English that will last a lifetime,
You learned how to introduce yourself and make new friends.
you also learned about making a request.
And asking for something using please. In this lesson, you'll learn how to.
Get to know someone and tell more about yourself.
And this conversation takes place.
On an airplane,
The conversation is between.
the main character Zoe and a girl sitting next to him on the plane.
All right, well, let's listen into the conversation.
So, who is the singer?
I'm sorry?
The song you were singing.
Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed. It's Beyoncé.
Oh, of course. Good choice. So, where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles.
Ah, yes, Los Angeles.
And you? Where are you from? Are you South African?
Yes, I am South African.
Are you from Johannesburg?
No, I'm not. I'm from Cape Town.
Oh, is that so?
One more time, slowly.
So, who is the singer?
I'm sorry?
That song you were singing.
Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed. It's Beyoncé.
Oh, of course. Good choice. So, where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles.
Ah, yes, Los Angeles.
And you? Where are you from? Are you South African?
Yes, I am South African.
Are you from Johannesburg?
No, I'm not. I'm from Cape Town.
Oh, is that so?
So it seems like Zoe is trying to strike up a little conversation here.
He is, and I applaud his efforts.
Me too. He's doing a fantastic job going nice and easy. All guys should be so smooth.
How about me? I'm pretty smooth.
If only it were the case that all guys were so smooth.
I do have a question, though. How does Michelle know where Zoe is from?
I wonder that myself, and I kind of have a theory. Michelle must be a really well-traveled girl. She's probably been to South Africa or has South African friends and maybe picked up on his accent or his mannerisms or something like that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's funny because when I go to places, whether it's here in the States or abroad, I'm always mistaken for being from somewhere that I'm not.
I could definitely imagine that.
So, for example, I went to college in D.C. People in D.C. would always say, "Are you from California?" What's funny is that I've actually never been to California. And when I'm in, like, Japan or something, people think I'm Brazilian. I mean, both of those things are pretty far from the truth, but I guess it's kind of hard to pinpoint where someone's from.
Let's take a look at the vocabulary for this lesson. The first word is
So,
so.
used as an introductory particle.
So.
So,
Who?
who?
What or which person? The person that?
Who?
Who?
Singer.
Singer.
One who sings.
Singer.
Singer.
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
Feeling ashamed.
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
Where?
Where?
At, in, or to what place? Place in which?
Where?
Where?
You.
You.
The one being spoken to.
You.
You.
From.
From.
Of. Place or person of origin.
From.
From.
Yes.
Yes.
Used to express agreement.
Yes.
Yes.
New Yorker.
New Yorker.
A person from New York.
New Yorker.
New Yorker.
To live.
To live.
To be alive. To occupy a place or home.
To live.
To live.
Not.
Not.
Use to make negative the words that follow it.
Not.
Not.
Well, how about we take a closer look at the usage for some of the words and phrases from this lesson?
Okay, the first phrase we'll look at is, I'm sorry.
After Zoe asks Michelle about the singer of the song she is singing, Michelle asks, I'm sorry, to indicate, to ask that she didn't understand what Zoe has said. Right, Sadia?
I'm sorry? Just kidding. What's the next phrase?
The next phrase is, oh my gosh. Why don't you explain what that's used for, Sadia?
Oh, I'd love to. Oh my gosh is a great phrase that's used to express surprise. In the dialogue, Michelle is shocked that Zoe has heard her singing, since she probably thought she was singing too quietly for anyone to hear, but she was wrong.
Someone did hurt her, and so when Zoe asks her who the singer is, she expresses her surprise with,
Oh my gosh! It's a really cool phrase because even though it's always an expression of surprise, saying it with different intonations can have slightly different meaning. So if I were to say, oh my gosh, what's the difference between that and how Michelle has said it?
Well, oh my gosh is kind of, you're really surprised and you can't believe it.
Even has kind of a negative.
Yeah, very negative nuance. And actually hearing that, it reminds me of that song back in the 1980s about the butts, you know.
I think I know which song you're talking about.
And the reason it reminds me of it is because in the beginning, one of the girls says to another girl, oh my God.
Right, she is shocked, but it's not really in a good way.
Yeah.
So Michelle, actually, she's shocked and a little bit embarrassed, but she says, oh my gosh. That's quite different than, oh my gosh.
So you can use that if you don't believe it. You're surprised and, oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
So the next phrase up is, I see.
I see just means I understand.
I see. I understand.
What about, and you?
After Michelle asks Zoe where he's from, Zoe says to her, and you? He's asking where she is from. When someone asks you a question that you would also like to ask them, answer and then ask, and you? Let's try it.
Sure. How are you doing today, Sadia?
Oh, I'm doing well. And you?
I'm doing fine. So it's just a way of repeating the question to someone else.
Asking them the same question that they've asked you.
Exactly. Finally, let's take a look at, oh, is that so? Which just means, oh, really?
Yeah, it also indicates that you're a little surprised by what you've been told. So if I were to say, Keith, I heard this secret about you, you could say,
oh, is that so?
Right. So it shows surprise, but it's not always positive surprise.
Exactly. But it's not always for just negative things. You can use it in a positive way too. For example, if I said, hey, Sadia, I got a new job.
I'd say, oh, is that so?
And you can tell by the tone of voice that she's being positive.
The first focus of this lesson is asking who and where.
After he hears her singing, Zoe asks Michelle, so, who's the singer?
Exactly. Who is the singer?
And Zoe also asks Michelle, where are you from?
That's right, he did. He's full of questions, Zoe. Who's the singer and where are you from?
These questions have something in common. They both use interrogative pronouns.
But don't be afraid of that name. It's not so important. Interrogative pronouns are just words that are used to ask questions.
So basically, question words?
Right, question words.
What are some of the most common question words?
The most commonly used interrogative pronouns or question words are who, what, where, when, why, and how.
Go over that one more time. Who, what, where, when, why, and how.
Who is the singer and where are you from?
And question words are a great way to start a conversation with someone, which is exactly what Zoe is trying to do with Michelle. Good for him using question words. But he doesn't really ask her much. What are some other questions Zoe could have asked her?
Maybe, what do you like to do? Or why are you going to New York? Or even, when do you go back to Los Angeles?
Good. You're a good conversationist. You should tutor him.
I should.
Basically, interrogative pronouns, which means who, what, where, when, why, and how, are question words.
And they're great for starting conversations.
Sadia, what's the second grammar point for this lesson?
The second point is answering questions about yourself. Basically, there are two ways to answer a question about yourself, apart from giving a long answer with an explanation. You can answer questions about yourself by saying yes or no. You answer with an affirmative statement that includes yes, or a negative statement that includes no.
All right, Sadia, so I got a question. Are you a New Yorker?
No, I'm not. I wish I was, but too bad for me. I'm a Jersey girl.
Jersey's okay sometimes.
So I'm not a New Yorker, unfortunately. Are you?
Actually, I am a New Yorker.
Which brings us to the other way of answering questions, affirmative statements, or statements that include yes.
Michelle asks Zoe if he's from South Africa, and Zoe answers, yes, I am. He uses the affirmative statement because, of course, he is from South Africa.
Have you ever been to South Africa?
No, I wish I have. I hear it's very, very beautiful.
Yeah, I hear that too.
And actually, they speak English over there too, right?
That's true.
But not everybody, I think.
Right, not everyone.
All right, so Sadia, we talked about a lot today.
We learned how to ask questions using the interrogative pronouns or question words, who, what, where, when, why, and how.
And we learned how to answer the questions about ourselves using positive statements and negative statements. Basically, we're using yes or we're saying no.
That's a lot.
Well, on that note, are you ready to leave?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this lesson. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
So, who is the singer?
I'm sorry?
The song you were singing.
Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed. It's Beyoncé.
Oh, of course. Good choice. So, where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles.
Ah, yes, Los Angeles.
And you? Where are you from? Are you South African?
Yes, I am South African.
Are you from Johannesburg?
No, I'm not. I'm from Cape Town.
Oh, is that so?